that we kind of went on hold for a bunch of days.
Yeah, I gave him a little bit of time to heal up. See, we're clearing the lineup right there. I was almost about to send Jesse Mendez out there and regulate, start yelling, get people to come in. Will it be this one? Yes, it's going to start off with Yago Dora. Perfectly placed snap there to start. Two big turns. Here we go, streaking down the line. Backside floater with the airdrop like that, underrated.
Yeah, you don't want to be up there.
This will be interesting to see how much credit the judges give Yago for that move, which is, again, I think underrated for how difficult it is.
Yes, I love the surfing from Yago here, just to start it off. Obviously nothing special, but he looks solid, looks composed on top of the board. First wave of the morning, you know, they're the guinea pigs, so great way for him to start right there. And just to set off priority, I think he didn't want to have that battle. He's not that type of guy, so he just wants to get it going and maybe warm himself up.
I think it'll be a mid-ranger. The first score of the heat is super important for the judges to set the scale. You know, had he maybe hung that last floater up a little bit, made it a little bit more dramatic, there would be some more points in there. But what do you think most likely in that mid-range? Yago Dora. I don't know, I haven't heard anybody ever say anything bad about Yago Dora. Definitely a fan favorite, a surfer favorite. Trying to fight his way around this section, building speed. Here's the ramp. Come on, Yago. Boom. Thank you. I think he's probably one of the most popular surfers in fantasy surfing.
This is a very tricky wave to ride. He kind of pushes that first turn a little bit too deep. Has to go around the section, and right here you can notice he relaxes. Knows that wave's not giving him much, so he takes his time to just go big in the last section, and he does. Beautiful rotation. You can see that he uses the wind in his favor, and that's not easy to do. This first turn here, you can see he pushes all the way back. He has to kind of go around and do a few wiggles in order to get up to the clean part of the wave again. And right here, the wave gets weird, and he knows it already. This is not going to be a big score. I need to go as big as I can on that closeout. You're going to see him angling that board straight into the wind to keep those foot stuck into the board, and comes out beautifully. Almost falls off right there, but hangs on. And I mean, a good wave. It was awesome to watch.
He's back at it. This kid is back on the escalator. Yago Dora again hammering this wave. So this is another wave, his second wave surfed without priority. He's making this little thing pay. I think it's a messy launch at the end of that one. What's going on here, Jesse?
I mean, this is tough. Yago did pretty well on this wave here. Served to his potential, but just on the last bit right there, unfortunately, came stuck. I personally think he didn't ride out of that last turn. This is some great surfing from him on a very average wave. Gets up in vertical right there, and here gets a bit more progressive, but he's looking over his shoulder, trying to rotate all the way around, but the board kind of felt in that angle where the fins doesn't let you go around, and he wants to engage clockwise. So for him right there, just not capable of, and yeah, probably not gonna better situation he has.
Yeah, no credit for that last kind of late to the party air. But watch the inside section here. So he kind of lands this thing, and then he realizes quickly that it's about to go bone dry right in front of him. So he's lucky to get out of there. Come on, Sammy. This is where he just needs to tap into that frustration. Hammer this wave. Building speed. S.Pupo now officially on the scoreboard. His heat is not over. 3 minutes, 24 seconds left. That was a big carving snap for S.Pupo. Has to kind of end that wave abruptly and dodge those rocks. See him standing up to about waist deep right there. So thankfully, S.Pupo now will have a score under his belt.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think obviously the wave is a little bit smaller in size, but we did have a few smaller waves from Yago, and he got a decent score. This third turn right here, he generates speed down the line, gets very bowly. And that's the type of dynamic surfing and on rail he's capable of doing. The only flaw was that little last turn. Didn't have enough time in the angle to kind of fit in, but beautiful surfing for him after waiting 27 minutes for that wave. So he's going to be right back in the heat. Problem now is the clock. Just how tight in the pocket he is, and has to kind of look over his shoulders with those rocks popping up right in front of him. Look how vertical he gets before he starts to kind of use that inside rail. People like to go out the face a bit more, but he gets very aggressive.
Aussie tremble in hopes of some big results to keep himself alive, to keep himself above the cut line. But give it up to Yago Dora. Well served.